சார் இருக்குன்னு சொல்லிக்கலாம். அப்படி அவரோட காணல் வாட்ஸ்அப்
naturally in the first half of the first half this is
I'm going to sing dance. Dance? You're not going to dance also, right? Hi, Devi. How are you? How are you? Something. What is this? Wait, don't run away, okay?
அந்த டேப் இங்கே வருமா?
சின்ன ப்ரோக்ராம் இருக்குது பார்த்துருந்தேன் அதனால் உங்களுக்கு பார்க்குறது விஷ் பண்ணுறது தான்
Very nice of you, sir. I'll come and meet you.
You know, remember, this is the program started by me in my time. Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Naveen, welcome.
Hi, Kutti.
புடவை எப்படி திருப்பி போட்டுக்கணும். ஜோதி எத்தனை கட்டிருக்கீங்க?
Art of weaving. The finer techniques of weaving have not passed into oblivion through the centuries, and we have to thank the sari makers. While Indian women continue to wear the sari, many of the traditional weaving and dyeing techniques that have been developed over the centuries will get a chance to live and even flourish because the sari has proved to be the greatest single source of inspiration to Indian weavers. Just as the Ramayana and the Mahabharata are woven into the cultural, literary and religious fabric of modern India, the sari, of equally ancient provenance, is still very much an integral part of Indian haute couture. Despite the popularity of Western attire or even other Indian apparel like the salwar kameez or chudar kurta, the sari has a place of preeminence on the Indian fashion scene. Undoubtedly, it must be the only traditional dress in the world that is still widely worn every day, and it is a symbol of the Indian woman's unbroken link with her past. Today, we present before you a glimpse of our rich heritage of silken splendor. We begin with Benares, one of the leading silk sari producing centers of India, the home of Benares brocades and tissues, with romantic names. Sorry, that is a chronic introduction. We begin with Benares, one of the leading silk sari producing centers of India, the home of Benares brocades and tissues, with romantic names like Jamdani and Jamwar Navrangi that evoke memories of Mughal opulence. Presenting the Benares Jamdani brocade is Bidi. The fabric Benares jacquard is aubergine purple in color and has elaborate designs of flowers, the paisley and creepers all woven on complicated looms in the splendid silver thread. Note the rich color. The combination of metallic and silk thread makes the sari a product of great subtlety and charm. Our next stop is Rajasthan, the northwestern desert region. Though arid, it has a stark beauty which has been the inspiration of many legends of the valiant Rajputs. It is the home of the beautiful Bandhani sari presented here by Radha. This metallic grey sari has been made using the tie and dye method. This fascinating piece of artistry, as the very name implies, involves small pieces of fabric being picked up and tied and dyed such a way that very eye-catching designs are formed. Bandhani saris come in cotton, silk and crepe. Radha sari is a crepe bandhani. From West Bengal hails the famous Baluchari sari presented by Shankari. The art of weaving a Baluchari had almost died out till a new lease of life was granted to the community in the West Bengal government. In its previous incarnation, it took 8 months at least to weave one sari and now takes half the time. The most captivating part of this Majanta Baluchari sari is the Pallav or end piece, where the weavers exhibit their craftsmanship by depicting scenes from the Ramayana in gold-colored threads against a striking background. Let us move over to Maheshwar on the banks of the river Narmada in the state of Madhya Pradesh. This is the home of the exotic Maheshwari sari presented by Sunita. This sari, in shades of rust and strawberry pink, is truly a masterpiece of weaving technique. The fabric is akin to tissue, and on this Burkhammer silk fabric, the skilled fingers of the Maheshwari weavers have woven intricate designs in zari. The zari work that is seen here is unique and is not done elsewhere in India. Silk weaving has its origins in China, from where the silkworms were smuggled into India way back in time. Raw silk fabric is manufactured a product of Bihar. Valued for its purity and sheer texture, a raw silk lends itself ideally for the sort of delicate embroidery, zari and sequin work that we see here in the narrow borders and elaborate color. From Gujarat comes the famous Patola sari presented by Valli. The technique of Patola dyeing and weaving originated in the 5th century and evolved into a highly complex industry by the 11th century. The yarn is dyed before the weaving and then tied and dyed in precise patterns, and hence then woven results in identical designs on both sides. It involves complicated calculations to secure symmetrical perfection, and this is what makes the tangerine colored Patola sari a unique creation of the Gujarat weaver. Orissa is the home of the famous Ikat Oriental sari presented by Kalpana. The word Ikat is of Indonesian origin, indicating our strong Southeast Asian cultural connection, and it represents a geometric design woven on the fabric used by royalty in the years gone by. This very elegant white Oriya silk with green and maroon checks is again a product of complicated process tying, dyeing, weaving, and raised embroidery on the borders and the color. The designs are mainly geometric, with an occasional foray into natural patterns. Hailing from Paitan, a small town in Maharashtra, the Paitani sari was popularized during the Maratha period. Vidya presents this exquisite creation in short colors of purple and magenta. Its palla is woven in zari warp thread, while the rest is interlocked with various colored downs. Highly stylized motifs like flowers, parrots, swans, peacocks are woven into the palla, where all these motifs are embossed into gold tissue, setting it off against the brilliant body of the sari. The art of weaving a paitani is said to be 2,000 years old. The fragrance of sandalwood and incense welcomes you to the state of Karnataka. This is the home of the very popular Mysore crepe silk. Swarna presents an elegantly casual creation in copper sulfate blue. The body has fine gold zari checks and narrow borders and a simply designed collar. It was originally adapted for use by royalty to replace the heavy brocades of ceremonial wear. Today, a Mysore crepe silk sari is an essential item of an Indian woman's wardrobe, and the soft texture makes it easy and convenient summer wear. Cotton weaving is indigenous to India, and from ancient times, Indian cottons have traveled all over the world. Among the cotton saris, the most expensive is the Gadwal of Andhra Pradesh, presented by Haripriya. Nowadays, these saris are being made in light silks and soft silks. They are characterized by brilliant colors and contrasting borders edged with gold zari. This lotus pink Gadwal sari has a contrasting green border, and the elaborately woven palla is eye-catching, making the perfect blend of weave and color contrast a pleasing and harmonious whole. Let us travel to the temple town of Kanchipuram in Tamil Nadu. Kanchipuram silks are prized possessions of women all over India, an essential item of a bridal trousseau. Pushpa presents a light green sari with a rust-colored, heavy zari turning border. The richly woven color is breathtakingly beautiful. The special technique of weaving on handlooms for months together on twisted silk yarn results in the luster silk adding to the durability, making it a precious heirloom handed down from mother to daughter. Through the passage of time, a great many traditional designs have survived despite the onslaught of mass-produced mission-made saris. The Indian craftsmen and weavers have not only continued to create traditional masterpieces but have enlarged their repertoire to accommodate modern taste. Chennai witnessed history in silk sari weaving on the 16th of July this year when R.M. Kevi unveiled the 700 feet long magnum opus in Kanchipuram silk, depicting the aesthetically woven scenes from the side of our Pallava architecture to enter the Guinness Book of World Records. Today, the Indian woman values
இன்னொரு கேமரா எங்கேன்னு தெரியல. இன்னொரு கேமரா எங்கேன்னு தெரியல. பாபு
My name is Bhavan and I'm going to act as Supani. My name is Abhinav and I'm going to act as the master.
My name is Ram and I'm going to act as a cat. One morning,
Master, I posted the letters lying on the table. You posted it? I did not write the address in it, you fool. Sorry, Master. Next time in future, you must ask everything whatever you have to do to me. Okay? Understand? Yes, sir.
after some time,
Oh no, there's a cat in the kitchen. It is drinking all the milk. I better go tell Master. Oh no, Master's talking over the phone. What am I going to do? And the cat is going to run away.
Supani, get me a glass of water.
But the cat just came to the kitchen and drank away the milk.
And you let it?
I was waiting for you to put the phone down because you told me to ask you before I do anything.
Thank you.
You could change.
இது பண்ணியா இந்த